And now, the rest of the story. The Creator had finished painting the galaxies, sculpting the mountains, and setting the great tides in motion. He had populated the earth with majestic creatures, the loyal hound to walk beside the man, the mighty horse to span the great plains, the birds to paint the skies. Everything had its place, its purpose, and its master. And yet, looking down at his crowning achievement, mankind, the Creator noticed a quiet hazard. Man was ambitious, proud, and often prone to taking himself far too seriously. Man needed a companion not to fetch his sticks, not to pull his plows, but to humble him. So on the eighth day, God made the house cat. God needed an animal that could defy the laws of physics and common sense, an acrobat wrapped in velvet, equipped with a liquid spine, landing always on his feet, just to prove gravity was optional. God fashioned a creature with eyes like polished amber, capable of piercing the darkest room, yet staring blankly at a blank wall for 3 hours and nothing at all, just to keep the man guessing. He gave the cat a purr, not as a guarantee of affection, but as a biological combustion engine of pure mystery. Sometimes it meant, I love you. Sometimes it meant, I'm tolerating your presence. And sometimes it meant, I'm actively plotting your demise while you sleep. But your lap is warm. God looked upon his creation and saw that it was entirely uncooperative. You could not command a cat. You could not hurt a cat. You could not appeal to its conscience, because a cat operates on a moral plane entirely detached from human approval. When man built sprawling, expansive palaces of comfort, scratching posts, and plush velvet beds lined with down, God made sure the cat would ignore the bed entirely and sleep inside the cardboard box the bed arrived in. Why? To remind man that all his engineering, all his wealth, all his architectural genius amounted to precisely nothing if a feline preferred the corrugated square. God gave the cat claws like fishhooks and teeth like needles, housed inside tiny paws so soft they felt like powdered sugar. He designed a creature that could leap 6 times its height, sleep 18 hours a day, and look at the master of the house with an expression that clearly communicates, you exist to serve me, peasant, and you're currently late with the fancy feast. But God wasn't quite finished. He added one more feature, perhaps the most humbling of all. He gave the cat the uncanny ability to choose its moments. The cat will ignore you for hours, days even, only to suddenly curl up in your lap at the exact moment you're convinced you don't need anyone at all. And just when you begin to feel chosen, honored even, the cat will stand up, stretch, and walk away without any explanation. Because God knew man needed a reminder. Affection is a gift, not a guarantee. He gave the cat the midnight zoomies, the 3 a.m. opera, and the ability to knock objects off tables with the serene confidence of a creature enforcing the universal laws. He gave it the talent to sit on one document man is trying to read, the one keyboard man is trying to type on, and the one patch of sunlight man was hoping to enjoy. Because in a world where man demands control, where man tries to master the elements, rule the beast, and bend nature to his will, God knew man needed a humbling agent. Man needed a furry, independent sovereign, sitting on the end of the sofa, looking right through him, whispering a silent, unyielding truth. You are not the center of the universe. I am. Now that, my friends, is the rest of the story. And you have a good day. Bye-bye.